So get this, your business can be totally profitable on paper, like making a killing, and still go bankrupt tomorrow. How is that even possible? Well, today we're going to break down the three, and I mean three, survival metrics that tell you if your business is actually breathing or if it's slowly suffocating.
This quote right here, this is the absolute heart of the matter. You can have a beautiful profit and loss statement, but if your bank account is empty, you're done. It's game over. So we really need to stop obsessing only over profits and start focusing on what really keeps the lights on: cash.
So let's just get right to that big, scary question. How does this happen? Well, the answer is all about the gap between what your accounting software says and what's actually in your bank. And in this explainer, I'm going to give you the three numbers that tell you the real story. Okay, let's dive right in with our very first metric, net cash flow. The subtitle here really says it all, you know? This is literally about whether your business can even breathe.
It's honestly that simple. At the end of the day or the month or whatever period you're looking at, did more cash come in than went out? Or are you maybe bleeding money even while you're making a ton of sales? This isn't about profit, it's about the literal physical movement of cash.
And this analogy is just perfect. Seriously, think of positive cash flow as oxygen. But if you're spending more cash than you bring in, you are without a doubt going to drown. It doesn't matter how great your sales numbers look.
So where do you find this all-important number? Well, you don't have to guess. Just pull up your cash flow statement from your accounting software, like QuickBooks. That one single report is going to show you the net change in cash and pinpoint exactly where the money might be leaking from.
So take a second. Ask yourself this right now. Do you know for a fact if your business had more cash come in than go out last month? If you don't know that answer off the top of your head, you're kind of flying blind. All right, let's move on to our second metric, and you'll see how these start to build on each other. We're talking about your months of life, or what a lot of investors call your runway. And yeah, it is absolutely a survival countdown. Now, this definition, it's meant to be a little harsh. If your revenue suddenly vanished, poof, gone, this number tells you how many months you can actually keep the lights on. Pay rent, make payroll, cover those fixed costs before that bank account officially hits zero. Let's just be blunt here. If every single one of your customers stopped buying from you today, would you last a month? A week? Maybe just a few days? This metric is like the gas gauge in your car. It tells you exactly how much further you can go before you're just stranded on the side of the road.
And hey, you can calculate this pretty easily. To figure out your countdown, you just need to look at two key reports. You take the cash you have on your balance sheet, and you divide it by your average monthly expenses, which you can find on your income statement. That result? That's your runway, in months.
So what's your number? I mean, think about it. Knowing if you have 6 months versus 6 weeks to survive a crisis, that changes every single decision you make from this point forward.
And now for our third and final survival metric, the acid test. This one isn't about a slow decline. No, this is about surviving a sudden, massive financial shock to the system.
The acid test ratio asks one simple, brutal question. Can you pay all your short-term bills right now, as in today, using only your most liquid assets? And here's the absolute key. Your unsold inventory? Yeah, that doesn't count. Not at all. Just imagine this scenario for a second. Your phone rings. It's all your suppliers. It's your landlord. It's the bank. And they all need to be paid today. Not next week, not tomorrow, today. Do you actually have the cash on hand to do it? It really boils down to this. On one side, you have your liquid assets. That's the cash in the bank and the money your customers owe you. On the other side, you have all your urgent debts, supplier bills, loans, payroll. The test is simply whether the first pile can cover the second without you having to hold some desperate, everything-must-go fire sale. And never, ever forget this. A warehouse full of product is not a bank account full of cash. You can't pay your employees with boxes of stuff. Inventory is only potential money. It's not real money until a customer actually buys it. Okay, so we've covered the 3 vital signs of business survival. But, knowing the metrics is one thing. Actually tracking them is a whole other ballgame. It's time to stop guessing if you're going to make it through the month and actually take control. And here's how you can do it, instantly. With a tool like Solmat OS, you just upload your reports from QuickBooks, or even just an Excel file. The system automatically calculates these 3 survival metrics for you and then gives you concrete steps to lower what it calls your vulnerability index, basically to move you from the red zone into the green.
Don't wait for a crisis to find out if your business is vulnerable. Knowing these numbers is the critical first step, but taking action on them, that's how you not only survive, but actually thrive. So, what's your next move?